We will now access the FOM application by following the link provided. Enter your username and password into the fields provided on the login screen. You will be taken to the Salesforce homepage, where you will be able to navigate to the FOM application. At this point, you want to access the Apps Launcher, which is a small box made up of dots on the left-hand side of the navigation bar, and choose the FOM app icon. You'll be sent to the FOM application's homepage, where you will see 3 widgets labeled My Offices, My FOM Data Requests, and Recent Items. These widgets will most likely be blank when you first log into Salesforce. And to use the application, they will populate with useful information and shortcuts to help you navigate the application more quickly. The My Offices widget will display any offices where you are the designated POC. The My FOM Data Request widget will contain any FOM data requests that are outstanding along with their statuses. The Recent Item widget will display any offices that you have recently viewed, so you will be able to navigate back to them quickly. From the home page, you can also navigate to all other sections of the FOM app by clicking on the tabs in the navigation bar. From left to right, the tabs available in the navigation bar include the FOM Home tab. As previously noted, this is our current location and the default page that the FOM app will open to. On the tab page, you'll be able to create and manage your FOM application tasks. The Accounts tab. On the Accounts page, you can view all VA accounts and navigate to those account pages. The Contacts tab. The Contacts page will contain a list of all FOM app users and their FOM app roles, as well as their contact information. The FOM Data Request tab. This page will display all of the FOM data requests and their status. The Authorities tab. On the Authorities page, you will find a listing of all existing authorities and be able to create new authorities. The Cost Center tab. The Cost Center page provides a list of VA cost centers. Here you can add new cost centers and associate existing cost centers with your organization. And finally, the Reports and Dashboards tabs. The Reports and Dashboards tabs contain a few standardized FOM reports and FOM dashboards that contain information pertinent to the administration of the FOM. In addition to using the navigation bar to navigate the application, you can also use the global search field. Simply type in a keyword such as a cost or Department of Veterans Affairs, and the search will bring up the entries that include the search words. In the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you can find the following icons. The icon. This is where you can add favorites within the Salesforce application, so you can quickly navigate back to those screens. Global Actions. Within Global Actions, you can create tasks and assign tasks to either yourself or other Salesforce users. Help and Training. This contains additional information that pertains to Salesforce. The Setup icon contains administrative information like roles and permission sets. Notifications. If a user has any notification, for example, an outstanding FOM data request, it will show up here. The User Profile icon. This icon allows you to log out of Salesforce and to access your settings. Let's look at the Settings menu under the User Profile icon. Within this screen, you will be able to do things like update your personal information, including your name, email address, phone number, and address. Simply hit the Save button located at the bottom of the screen when you are finished making updates to your personal information. You can also change your password in this setting by selecting the Change My Password link located on the left-hand menu. Salesforce passwords require 10 characters, at least 1 letter, and 1 number. Now let's move on to review the Task tabs. Task tab helps the user to manage their tasks. You can use the Tasks tab to manage a formal FOM data request or informally between FOM data requests to ensure that your organization's information remains up to date. You can also create tasks for yourself to track and monitor your FOM-related work. To create a new task, the user should select the New Task button on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. You will be taken to a form that will walk you through creating a new task. Under the Task Information heading, type in a subject for the task being created. Add any comments you would like to communicate to the assignee. Select a due date for your task. You can select from normal or high priority. The Assign To field is a mandatory field, meaning that the task cannot be created unless this field is populated. You can either assign the task to yourself, which is the default setting, or change the assignee to another Salesforce user. The Status field is another mandatory field with the options of either open or complete. The Status field will help you to manage the status of your tasks. It is important to keep this status up to date because it will help the assigner to monitor the progress of all of their assigned tasks. Under the Related To heading, you will see a name and a Related To field. These fields enable you to select either a contact or account that a task is related to. In the context of FOM, the name field or contact relation probably won't be used very often. However, the Related To field or account relation will be. For instance, let's say you're creating a task to assign Jessica to provide an update to the Office of FOM Training's account. After you populate the above task assignment to Jessica, you will be able to select the Office of FOM Training in the Related To field. Then, when Jess receives her tasker, the Office of FOM Training will be linked to the task, and she will easily be able to navigate to the account. Once you've filled in the fields, select the Save button. The task will be saved and a notification via an email, as well as a task created within Salesforce will be sent to the assignee. We can then go back to the Task tabs and view the task we just created. The task can be edited and managed by using the Task tab to the right of the Task tab screen.